Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're only days away from the worldwide release of Heroes of Middle-earth. Over the last week or so, the devs have made a few changes to some of the nodes where you can farm characters. Now, if you have seen some of my guides, this will change those strategies just a little bit. The first one that I want to talk about is Gaza Ironhide. In my updated beginner's guide that I did, he was available in the second chapter of the guild missions where you could farm 3 shards at a time. That particular node has been removed, so you will have to farm him for the 2 shards which are available at the end of the first chapter of the guild missions. Now, he does take 180 shards to unlock, but you will get him at 4 stars once you do unlock him. He has become very popular in the arena, so if you're building that arena team, it's a really good free-to-play character to have. It will just take a little bit of extra time to grind him out. The second change they have made is in regards to Merry. Now, originally he was buried right at the back of the shadow campaigns. Would have taken a very long time to get to him, let alone start grinding him out. He has been moved up to Shadow Campaign 3-1 Hard. Now, this is actually a really big deal because you do need Merry for that Hobbit team when you're moving into the second phase of the Gardener's Journey quest. You will need to farm him up to 4 stars, but the good news for free-to-play players is you won't have to worry about buying that pack at the very start of the game just to get Merry unlocked, because now he is farmable within that first week of starting the game. Now, the third character that is now farmable is actually quite a big one, and one that many players were concerned about early on in the game, and that's to do with Ealdred, who is the Rohan healer. Now, previously he was only available in some really expensive Rohan packs, and also you could try and test your luck on the chests, which are 600 crystals each. But now we have some good news and maybe some not so good news attached to that. He has been moved to the main store, so he may or may not show up a couple of times per day. The issue is he will cost crystals still to unlock, but he is very easy to unlock even if you are free to play. Like I've said plenty of times before, you do get a lot of crystals as rewards throughout the game, so you will need a maximum of 150 crystals just to unlock him. Just to put it into a little bit of perspective with you, once you unlock the stores at level 18, if you do start saving some crystals from then, from both your daily challenges and also from your arena awards, you're probably going to be able to unlock him in anywhere between 3 to 5 days. As you start completing all of your quests, you will come across a quest where it does require you to unlock 5 Rohan characters. So he will be needed at some point. Down the road, I'm sure he will be added to a node somewhere where you can farm him completely free to play. However, saving up crystals that you earn in game is still a free to play method to unlock him. Even if it's only at 1 star, at least you'll be able to start to use him and gear him up. Now, if you are wondering how important he is in regards to a Rohan team for the arena, I'm going to give you a quick look. This is in gold rank number 1, so you can start to get an idea of some of the characters that people are farming, some of the teams that they're putting together. And at the moment, I have to say that it's kind of all over the place. You do get quite a lot of combinations with some of the Rohan characters, mainly just Eowyn, Eomer and Eothane, and then you add characters like Strider, maybe Gaza. Halbarad is another really popular one that's put in there, and more recently I'm seeing a few Uruk-hai combinations with Ugluk and Morher. So the really good news for all of that is the fact that all of these characters are very, very farmable in the early part of the game. They are all characters that I have suggested that you start to farm early on. So if you're farming them, you don't have to have a wide variety of characters that you're working on, using up all of your resources, because once you get to that level 30 mark, it starts to cost quite a bit to upgrade your characters. Once you get past that gear 5 level, again, it's going to start costing you an awful lot of gold to do your upgrades. So what this means is you can really have a minimal amount of characters that you're working on from the very start of the game, putting all of your resources into just those characters, because I can't stress enough to you guys, yes, it's great to unlock all of these characters if you can, but you will not have the resources to be upgrading all of them. If you start doing that, you're going to have a whole bunch of characters that aren't very strong, that your progress will just really stall and you won't be able to move on to those harder battles. So once the raids do come around and we know what kind of characters we're going to need, what will work best to get those raids done, then we're going to be able to refocus and say, these are the characters you should farm, this is who you should work on, build a team around these particular characters. As much as I do love to speculate on these things, I don't want to be steering you guys to start farming characters that may not even be needed at all. So just focus on those characters that you're going to be able to use to do your chapters, as well as be able to use effectively in the arena. So for all of you guys out there desperately waiting to get your hands on the game, we've only got a couple of days left to wait. I'm hoping to provide you guys with as much information as I possibly can so you can hit the ground running and really get a great start to the game and catch up to the people that have already had a couple of weeks extra to start playing. That's it for this one, guys. Don't forget, like and sub, you know the deal. We got heaps more content coming your way. Don't miss out, and we'll catch you in the next one.